Hey everybody, how's it going? Glad to have you here. Today we are going to talk about all the packages that you can buy for the Lexus IS350. I'm going to talk about the ones that I have, which are the ones for the 2024, and we're also going to talk about some of the changes that happened to 2025. So let's get started. Okay, so pulling out my cheat sheet, which is the window sticker. As you can see, these are all the packages that we have. And let's start with the navigation system. The navigation system is something that doesn't add much to the car other than the screen size. I've seen some cars, especially the sport design, without the navigation system, and all you get is kind of like a smaller screen. So the screen of this size, which is the one that comes with the navigation package, is pretty nice. I really like it. And as you can see here, it comes with a lot of stuff that it's not necessarily useful and that will expire in 3 years. So take that as you will. The infotainment for this car it doesn't have a lot of stuff that you will say, hey, I need a bigger screen. There's not a lot of customizations. So is the navigation package worth it? Probably not. Now the next one, and this is another one that is one of those that is every dealership has it installed, is the motorized sunroof. So every IS350 has a sunroof. There's no two ways around that. But the motorized version, which is having these controls that you see around here, that is optional. However, I have not seen, not only here in Texas, but anywhere that sells this car without the motorized sunroof. So that's probably $1,000 that you will save if you order it without. I know I am actually in the minority of people that doesn't see any use for the sunroof. A lot of people do see use for the sunroof. So if you are a sunroof person, then having the motorized might be worth quite a bit of value to you. Now for the next packages, actually let's start the car. All right, let's talk about the panoramic view monitor and intuitive parking assist with auto braking. So these things are, let me show you here on the screen. Sorry, I had to shut down the beeping. As you can see, if you get the panoramic view monitor, you are going to get a 360 view of the car. Otherwise, you're just going to get this view right here. This is something that I personally find is a must. I didn't know I needed. It wasn't among the packages that I was looking for in this car, but now that I have it, I would say I definitely need it if I ever buy another car, because having this view, it's amazing. So if I go to the grocery store or to the gym or the mall or anywhere else, I like to park like super far away and usually next to a corner. So that's one less possibility of getting a ding or a dent. And this helps a lot when looking at not curving your wheels. And there's also another thing that I'm going to show you in a minute that helps me with that. But having this view, it'll help you a lot to park as close as the curb as possible without getting any curb rash or hitting your wheels or anything like that. So again, one of those things that I didn't know I needed, but now that I have it, I definitely need it. All right, let's talk about the F-Sport handling package. So as you can see, it has adaptive variable suspension. That means you're going to have some actuators on top of your struts. It has a torsion limited slip rear differential and the drive mode select, which you always have a drive mode select. So any car, even if it doesn't have the handling package, you will have one of these. The only difference is you will not have the custom. As you can see right here, you will not have custom and Sport S Plus. So for the custom aspect, you can see this part right here. You will be able to edit powertrain, chassis, and climate. So let's say if you want to have like the eco powertrain with the sport chassis, you can do that. Also, you can tailor the climate however you want. So One of the things that I was planning to do is to have kind of like the S Sport Plus setting with the climate on Eco, because the climate on Eco is pretty good. Like, I don't notice any changes, but it does save on gas. So that will be my custom mode. I haven't done it yet because I've been driving Sport Plus to test the gas mileage, but that's one of the things that you can get with the customization. Now, when it comes to Sport Plus, because you get Sport S, like this is regular Sport for this car, and here is the Sport S Plus, which I really like how the dial turns into that one. So in here is just an aesthetic thing. So what does the handling package actually do to your car? It makes for a tighter ride. So if you've driven sporty cars, like I used to have a GR86, that the tension on the steering wheel, it was pretty, even though it was a comfortable car, it was pretty tight. So if I switch this to Sport Plus, it's pretty much the same as it was on my old GR86. This is why most of the time, if I'm not looking to save on gas, I will probably be driving on Sport Plus, and this is why I got this the handling package. If you don't care for having a sportier ride, and by the way, this doesn't interfere with comfort. I've driven this car for a while in Sport Plus, and it is as comfortable as any of the other modes. It's just a little bit tighter. So that's why I was looking to getting the handling package, because that would give me the same type of steering wheel feel that I had on my GR86, because I really like that one. Without, like in normal and eco mode, this is soft. I would say it's not as soft as a Camry or a Corolla, but it is soft. It doesn't feel like a sporty ride. So I do like having the handling package, and if you want that sporty feel, I highly recommend you get the handling package. Now, another package that I got this car with was tri-beam headlamps. This is mostly an aesthetic thing, to be fair. It's because this car was already kitted out with this. Personally, if I were to get this car again, I probably wouldn't get the tri-beam lamps. The car looks amazing. I do like how it stands out from other ISs, but it's an aesthetic thing. Honestly, it's not a big deal. If you like the look, get it. If not, it doesn't add anything to your visibility. Another package that I got, that this isn't no longer a package, this is actually included with the car, is the memory seat. So now you're going to get memory seat standard if you go for the 2025. Same thing with the telescoping, the motorized wheel. So that's going to come standard if you get the F Sport and the 2025. Another thing that I want to show you that is pretty good with this package, if you look at this rear view mirror, if you get a 2024 that has the memory package and you reverse, you can see that how it actually switch to a different view, and that's something that I have in the memory. So the mirrors, when I'm backing up, they actually pull down a little bit so I can see the lines when because I usually park backing up into the parking spot. So this is another thing that's very useful for you not to scrape your wheels. Again, this is something that comes standard with the 2025, but if you're buying a 2024 that's already on the lot, or if you buy a used car that's 2024 or below, highly suggest you get the memory just for that feature. I think it's pretty awesome. Now let's talk about the package that is also different between 2024 and 2025, which is the blackout package. The blackout package that I got, as you can see, it has the BBS wheels, which I think they look amazing, look badass, and it makes your car stand out as well. In my case, it also gave me the blackout trim. This in the 2024 and below, so if you're buying used and you don't have the blackout package, then you're not going to have this. You're going to have the silver trim. I personally didn't like that trim. I don't know why this wasn't standard from the get-go, but hey, that's what Lexus did. Now if you get a 2025, it is going to come standard. Now there is another blackout package that we'll talk about in a second that comes with the 2025 and make things a little bit different. But if you're looking at a 2024, the blackout package, it has the BBS wheels and it has chrome pieces blacked out, which looks pretty cool. Okay, those are all the packages that are in my car. Now let's go into the Lexus builder so we can take a look at what is up for the 2025 edition. All right, we are in the 2025 segment. Here is the exterior. One thing to note, none of these cars have leather, by the way. New looks. Oh, new looks C. It's not leather. I'll make a video about that in the future, but Lexus barely has any leather in their cars nowadays. I don't care about that, but if you do, you've been warned. Now, for the 2025, you're going to see that we have now a choice of wheels. So you can choose the stock wheels, the one that comes OEM, which I think they look great. I think these wheels look awesome. But if you want to stand out and you want some different type of wheels, the BBS design that they're using has actually changed. So as you can see, it looks pretty different from mine. I think these look pretty good if you ask me, but it's only a matter of taste. Now let's go into the package and we're going to go back to the wheels in a bit. Now in packages, you no longer have the blackout package the way that I had it, because it comes standard with the black trim on all the 350 F Sport. So this black trim will come with any car, regardless of if you choose this blackout package or not. Now, if we go here, you can see that the blackout package does have the wheels, and it gives you a carbon fiber rear spoiler and a carbon fiber overlay mirror caps. So if you ask me, this package might be a little bit too expensive. I think mine was cheaper, because pretty much all you're paying for is the wheel and the trims and the rear spoiler. You're not going to get a carbon fiber rear wing. That'll be awesome. But you're going to get a carbon fiber rear spoiler, which I think you can buy after the fact for a much cheaper price. You can see it's $4,850. And just the wheels, if you just want the wheels, is $2,400. So the price difference is significant. If you just want the wheels, if I was buying the car, I would just get the wheels and add the carbon fiber later, or maybe just buy aftermarket. So we have the navigation Mark Levinson combo here. I've already talked about the usefulness of navigation. It's up to you if you want to pay extra for a screen. The other stuff is really not that much useful since we have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. That being said, a lot of ISs that I saw here, at least in Texas, that had the Mark left, they have this bundle. Didn't really saw a car that had just a Mark left without the navigation. So take that as you will. If you want to buy a car that's on the lot, you're probably going to get this package. If you're going to order it, then you can do it so separately. As you can see, you have it here separately from everything else, and just $1,000, which I think it's much better than just paying for the navigation Mark left combo if you're going to go for the Mark left. Now, when it comes to the stock audio, which is what I have, I am not a person that likes to listen to music in the car, even on long trips. I just talk to my wife or just, enjoy the ride. For me, driving is just a relaxing moment. When it comes to the stock audio of the IS, it is really bad. It sucks. If you are somebody that likes to listen to music while in the car, I highly recommend that you get the Mark Levinson. I've sat on a car that had a Mark Levinson in the dealership. The difference is night and day. Everything else here is pretty much the same. The F Sport handling package, tri-beam headlamps, intuitive parking assist, the panoramic. This is the one that I recommend because this includes this. The power rear sunshade. If you tint your car, do you really need this? But it's only $200, so maybe you want it. It's one of the buttons next to the wheels, so it's very easy to reach if you want to have this in your car. I do have the sport key gloves. Just get some on Amazon. And like I recommended to somebody that commented on my channel, just get these sport key gloves on Amazon for like $5 and spray some Chemical Guy's leather scent so you believe it's the leather thing that Lexus gives you. Anything else it's up to you. I really don't find any value on like illuminated door sills or anything like that. The one thing that I didn't get with my car that I may get in the future as an upgrade is the performance exhaust system. I spoke to a sales rep, and with labor, it's not that far from this number, so that's why I didn't insist on having it from factory. But if you look at what it does, it's stainless steel. and it says delivers less back pressure for added low to mid-range torque. Now, I'm not so much interested in the torque because I'm pretty sure if you dyno this, there's barely any difference. I just want a little bit of a deeper tone, something that gets me closer to what I heard from the LC500. So this might be a future upgrade, so stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, so you can see when we do this upgrade to the car. All right, and that is it for the packages for the IS350 F Sport. One thing that you should take into account is there is a 350 F Sport design, which is a little bit different, and I say just a little bit, but it's much cheaper than the F Sport. Leave a like, leave a comment. That really goes a long way to helping a channel as small as mine, and I'll see you in the next one.